Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Anki Money and this is Anki Money. I'm always so excited to talk about investing in shares. I think among my investment, it's one of the investment that I find the most exciting or interesting. At the same time, it's so easy to get passive income from investing in shares. And the reason why I find it very exciting is because I think every single morning you open a NSE tab or NSE website and you're able to see which stock price went up, which stock price went down, who is making money, who is losing money. I don't know, it's thrilling. And even having some discussions from now the community of people who own shares, the same company as you, and you're trying both of you to be able to project and be able to see will the company's share price go up or go down. And actually I've just remembered, for guys who always skip the AGM meetings, I think they're very important. It's such a good opportunity for you to network. So please, next time you hear there's an AGM, carry your business card. Please network, guys. There's a friend of mine actually who introduced me to a very big investor. His name is Alois Chami, and anytime I talk to him and I kind of get how he reason out, how he look at the stock price, it's so motivating and so encouraging. Like, it just makes you want to be the next Warren Buffett in Kenya, you know. So how do people who own shares make money? And they make money in two ways. One is through dividends income, and then number two is through the increase in the share price. So we start with the first one, which is dividends. Dividends is a way a corporate decide to share its profits with the shareholders or to reward their shareholders. So they may decide, if they realize a particular amount of money or profit, some people call them earnings, they may decide part of this money will be given to the shareholders, the other part will be reinvested in business. Then some companies are really mean, they may decide all this money we are going to reinvest back to the business based on maybe they have debts to pay, or they want to expand, or to have a new line of products. So it depends. So when a company decide to reward their shareholders, so that money go to the shareholders as dividends. So it's dividend income to the shareholder, right? For example, last year Safaricom made a profit of 74 billion. They decided 56 billion will go to the shareholders. Part of that money will go to the shareholders. So that means shareholders at Safaricom will earn dividends this year. I think they're giving at 1 bob and 40 cents per share. So in very simple mathematics, if you own 20,000 shares from Safaricom, you may go home, or you might go home with approximately 28,000 Kenyan shillings as dividends. And you know, some companies actually pay so much in dividends. If you look at the likes of Williamson Tea, the likes of Standard Chartered, the likes of BAT, that is the British American Tobacco, even East African breweries try. So dividends payout is usually very different in each corporate or organization. The dividend per share is usually different depending on the dividend yield and other factors, right? So guys, that is how people make money. Some pay annually, others pay maybe semi-annually, quarterly, depending. But very important, or very important to note, there are two things that you need to note. One, not all companies that pay dividends. Not all companies that people have bought shares from pay dividends. That means if you're investing your money with a goal to come and just have passive income through dividends, you have to invest in companies that have track record of paying dividends to their shareholders for some time, right? So take note of that. Number two, there's something called closure date. Other people call it record date. Other people call it cutoff date. So basically, this is a date that the company determined the list of the shareholders who will receive the dividend. So if you come in after that, for example, they look at their books, the shareholders' books or records. So if you come in after that, of course, you will earn dividends in the next period. So there's that cutoff time. They always go to their books and decide, okay, our list is until here, so we will pay dividends until here, right? Those are details, and we can do a new video or another video discussing the different important dates when we're talking about dividends payout, right? Check out that video in future. So please guys, if you're looking for an extra source of income and for a passive income, I always tell myself, I'd rather earn 1,000 bob as passive income than 5,000 bob as active income, because this is effortless. This is amount invested, some maybe last year, now you have gotten free money. Okay, it's not free because you've invested, but if you didn't invest, then you could not have earned that money, and even the money you've invested, you could have wasted it in other things. So guys, if you're looking for passive income, your money to make you money, look out for shares. Invest in shares, you'll get dividend income. The second item is share price increase. So share price increases because of different reasons, and I know people normally know increase in profits. Of course, when a company, let's say, made 50 billion in the previous year, last year they make 70 billion, it's not automatic, but most likely the share price will go up because investors are reacting to the hope that this company will be doing well in future. There'll be profit, there'll be dividends, as in investors will be able to run for those shares of that company. And you know, when people run for the shares or to buy shares of a particular company, the demand goes so high, and the demand is high, that means the share price will go up. So one of the major factors that causes is when a company is doing so well, when the market is very stable, or basically the performance of the company. The other thing is maybe a change of management or leadership. If the company is not doing so well, then there's a CEO, management, or director who comes in, so people have hope, or investors have hope, that this company will be doing so well. So again, everyone will be running to get those shares. Another thing is maybe things like a new product line, or expansion, or innovation, is in such things that excite investors. As we mentioned in the previous videos, investors' emotions and reactions and perceptions about the company is what make them either run for those shares or dump those shares. So when they run for those shares, the demand goes up, the share price will definitely go up, right? So when the share price go up, of course, it's a good thing for the investor, because the value of one share has increased. For example, for those people who bought shares during when Safaricom first got listed, the share price was 5 bob. When I was buying shares, the share price of Safaricom was 17 bob or 18 bob. You can imagine, before these corona issues, the share price for Safaricom was at 2.5. It's almost double the amount. So if one was to sell their shares right now, that means the value of investment has gone higher, and that means they'll make more money than they bought the shares with. And so I know you're wondering, so how do you make money? And remember guys, there are usually two types of investors. Majorly two types. The first investor is known as speculative investor. The second investor is known as dividend investor. Some people call them value dividend investor or value investor. So in this situation, we'll be talking about dividend investor. So we start with the first one, who are speculative investors. So speculative investors are those investors who are trading at NSE. Or like in this, now we're talking about our market, who are trading. They wake up to buy and sell shares and make money. Like, you know, those people who wake up with their phones in bed or in their house, in their rooms, like on their desk, and their work is just basically do research, be able to monitor the prices of the stock prices, look for opportunity basically to make money. They want to take advantage of when the share price has changed. So when when the price of some shares has gone lower, they want to go buy, because remember the policy is buy when it's low and sell when it's high. When the share price has gone higher, they want to go sell because they want to make that margin, right? So guys, these people, their work is to wake up every single morning and be able to monitor the performance of the economy and be able to predict, basically to make money from trading. They're not usually they're usually not interested so much with dividends. So we go to the second type of investor, who is called the dividend investor. These are people like me. You buy your shares to keep, because you're buying because you want to earn dividends or to have a passive income. At the same time, you're using it maybe for a long-term goal as a retirement plan, because when you need that money maybe in future to invest in something or to buy something, you can just go sell your shares and be able to make money to invest in whatever or to buy whatever you want. This type of investors are people who normally maybe analyze the current situation of the company. For example, in terms of their financial statements, they look at where the company is in terms of their projections, their current product, how they are doing, and then based on that current scenario, they buy shares in the hope that that company in future will be doing well. So how you benefit is, as a dividend investor, you're investing purely for dividends as a primary objective. Then you're also investing it as a long-term goal for you in future to use that money either for your retirement or for something, right? So what normally happens is, in this scenario, you as a dividend investor, you can only make money once you sell your shares. Remember, you're not trading. So there's no, even though the share price increase with 3 or 4 times or 5 times, you can say you're making money because there's no transaction. You only make money when there's a transaction. For people who are trading, of course, they're making money every single day, because the share price go up, they go sell and get that profit, right? So then they're making money every day. People who are trading, they make money every single time with this share price. People who are investing to keep their shares, they'll make money from dividends, and also now the day they will realize to sell their shares, if the share price has increased, that means they'll make money from that. Get it? So guys, you can earn money from either dividends income, you can earn money from the share price increase, or you can actually earn from both, right guys? So for those people who have always been procrastinating about investing in shares, guys, please start off. There's no minimum amount. Actually, the minimum shares you need to buy is 100 shares, and some shares are as cheap as, actually, even 10 bob. 27 bob, 30 bob, 50 bob, okay, even as very expensive as well. So buy those 100 shares, and the amount that is spent on entertainment, guys, this is how I started. Every time I could just go and indulge and maybe buy things that I'm not supposed to buy, maybe clothes or stuff. Anytime I buy stuff that I have not planned, I will just punish myself and make sure the following morning I buy shares worth the same amount of money. So if you're that person who go and drink 5,000 Kenyan shillings, the following day make sure you buy shares worth 5,000 shillings. And at the end of the year, you realize you have your value of shares or your value of investment in the stock market is 60,000 Kenyan shillings after 12 months, right? So guys, please start off. One of the challenges, if you're already investing, what type of an investor are you? How are you doing the stock market? How do you make money? Number two, if you're planning to invest, that means you need to define your objective so that you get returns according to your objective. If you want to tell yourself you want to be trading, that means you're not going to look at the current situation. You just want to take advantage of the situation. If you're coming in to buy shares to keep, that means you need to look out for companies that actually pay dividends. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate, and see you in the next video. Bye.